podcast, fitness, and so I thought we'd just do a yoga this morning to start off our Sunday morning. So standing first of all today, so we're going to stand and do some gentle exercise stood. So stand with your feet just hip width apart, lengthen through to the top of the head, allow the shoulders to relax back and down. And just allow yourself to let the heels sink into the mat, the toes coming away. Let the toes gently place down. So you start to feel connected and grounded to your mat. So just start to focus on your breath. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Allow each breath to travel all the way down to the heels. And close your eyes. So stand and close your eyes. Let those toes stay light. Let the heels release. So open your eyes and just open out through the fingers and squeeze the hands together like a fist. So open out through the fingers. Squeeze the hands together. So let's just release any tension through the fingers. Good. And just come up onto the toes and release down. Come up onto the toes and release down. Come up onto the toes. And let's do one more. And come down to a forward fold. So forward fold, bend the knees, bring the chest down, and then all the way back up. Reach all the way up into that calf raiser. Bring the heels down, roll down. So take your time doing this. Roll all the way up into your calf raisers. Nice, let's do one more. Roll all the way down, hold your roll down. Let the arms relax round side to side. And just come to one side, let the hands come to the side. You could wrap the hands just onto the leg if you want to. Just hold and breathe. Think about any stretching, any tension you've got through the legs, through the back, through the shoulders. And again, relax off, release. So come around to the other side, opening out through that shoulder blade, trying to come round as much as you can. Good, come back to centre, roll all the way up into those calf raises. Roll down. So we're really starting to work through the spine. Roll all the way up through the back of the legs, all the way up to the fingertips. And let's do one more, roll all the way up, all the way down. Hold it down. Open out through the chest. Good boy. And down. Open out through the other side. And down. Let's go to flat back extend. Lengthen through the legs. Lengthen through the back. Tuck the chin. If you can't take the hands to the floor, remember you could bring them to the shins. You could even bring them to the tops of the legs and just push that bottom back. Relax the shoulders back and down. So forward fold. Roll all the way up. Relax off through the shoulders. So just roll the shoulders round. Coming up to the ears, relaxing all the way down. Nice breaths in and out through the nose. And roll the other way round. Keep the heels down, toes light, spread the toes on the mat. And relax down, so reach over to one side and down. Reach over to the side and down. So open out through the rib cage, really lift the rib cage away from the hip. Opening out, draw that tummy in. Let's do a couple more to each side. Just allow it to flow. One more. Good. So come back to centre. And let's just do some cats here. So open the arms forwards, tuck the chin, open out through the shoulder blades, and then open out wide, push the chest forwards. So come in, curl, bend through the knees, open out. So push through, open out. Let's really open out today through those shoulder blades, through the chest. Work through the spine. Let's do one more. Nice. And relax down. So let's just open out through the hip. So we're just going to take the knee across and open the knee out. So knee across and open the knee and the hip out. So think about any tightness coming through that hip, through the leg. Good, let's do one more here. And take it down, so the other side. So make sure the heels are down, toes are light, lift. So bring that knee over, open out through the hip. Bring that knee over, open out through the hip. Two more. One more. And release. Let's just walk through the feet. Release off through the ankles. And come down to forward fold. So inhale, roll all the way down. Take the hands flat to the floor, spread your fingers wide. Chest down, crown of the head down. Come to flat back extend. Lengthen through the legs, push the bottom back. Forward fold. Walk back to down dog. So take the feet back, hip width apart. Push the heels down towards the mat, but you don't have to get those heels down. Push the hands away, open out through the shoulders. Bottom pushes up to the ceiling. Now if you're tight through the hamstrings or it pulls anywhere, soften through the knees, you'll get a better hinge through the bottom. So you're opening out through the entire body. We're pushing through the hands, pushing up through to the shoulders, open out through those shoulder blades. Lengthening through the whole back to the tailbone. Lengthening through the hamstrings all the way down to the toes. So let's just hold here for a minute. Think about the tightness through the legs. Allow some blood flow to come to the brain. Now bring yourself slowly to a plank. If you struggle to come down into Chaturanga, bend your knees to the floor. So chest to the floor, open out to a Cobra. So open out, keep the hips on the floor. If your back's hurt, if you can come up slightly more, you can take the hips off. Squeeze the elbows in, open out through the chest, look forwards. Tuck the chin, tuck the toes, back to your down dog. Open out. So come to forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Let's go into a back bend. So open out, back bend. Nice. Come into a half crescent. Push the hips to one side. Push the fingertips to the other side. Inhale, back bend. Open out through the chest. Inhale, exhale to half crescent. Really think about opening out, letting any tension flow away. Inhale, exhale down to your forward fold. So inhale, flat back extend. Lengthen through those hamstrings. Breathe. Exhale, forward fold. Walk back to your down dog. So push back. Let's paddle through the feet this time. Hello. Bertie, so paddle through the feet. You do down dog? No? Okay. So really think about lengthening through that hamstring as you push the heel down towards the mat. Was that your down dog? Inhale to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga down. Come up to your Cobra or your up dog. Good, just hold. And release back to child pose stretch. So come back to child pose stretch. Bottom on your heels. Lengthen through the arms. Let the forehead relax down. So take your hands round to one side. Back to centre. Round to the other side. Back to centre. So bring yourself onto all fours. And let's just go to cat cow. So tuck the chin, open out through the shoulder blades. Think about drawing that tummy in. And then let the tummy sink, look forwards. Open out through the chest, sink into that lower back. And again, pull up and in. And sink. So let's just do a couple more here. So as I said, we're really trying to mobilise through that spine. Release off any tension. And one more. Good. So come back to a neutral position. So neutral spine. Bring one foot between your hands. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Bring yourself up. Push this hip forwards to open out through your hip flexor. Make sure this knee stays over your ankle. So as you push forwards, don't push that knee forwards. You're pushing the hip forwards. You're lengthening through the back. Lengthen through to the top of the head. You could take the hands behind, drop the shoulders down. Squeeze into the shoulder blades to open out through the chest. You could keep your hands here, but push this hip forwards. Really think about opening out for that hip flexor down through the quad. You could just take the hands to the small of the back and open out. Good. So stay here. Now bring yourself back. So bottom comes back towards your heel. Now you do not have to get your bottom back. I don't want you just to drop down. I want you to think about controlling. So bring that bottom back. If you've got a bad knee, stay up higher. Lengthen that front leg. Keep the foot on the floor or lift the foot off the floor as you push that bottom back. So you're still going to get length through this quad. You're going to lengthen through that hamstring. Now, if you are flexible, if you want to come back, you haven't got bad knees, you can come back. If you want to, you could lengthen forwards to that foot. You could hold the foot with one or both hands. Try to keep the chest open though, so the back stays long. Don't hunch here. Stay nice and open. So we're lengthening through that hamstring. Pull that foot back if you want to, or relax the foot, your choice. Remember this knee, keep it soft if you've got bad knees. And release, come back up. So come back to your hands and your knees, and let's change sides. So bring the other foot forward. Make sure that knee is over your ankle. Push the hips, square off through the hips. So you might find one side is tighter than the other, pulling through this hip. So remember to work at your own level. Hands can stay here. They could come to the back. They could open. They could come back. Good, release. So sit back onto the heel or as far as you're able to go. Either keep that foot down or lengthen through that foot. You could take the hands forwards if you want to, but remember not to hunch out through the shoulders. You could stay with the hands on the floor. You could stay up here. Remember, your choice, your level. Hold and breathe. Good. Couple more breaths. And inhale. Exhale up. Come back to down dog. So down dog. So let's just paddle through the feet. Paddle through the feet. Good. Really think about opening out through the chest. Lengthen. If you struggle in down dog, if it makes you feel sick, you could go to hands and knees. You can do cat stretch. So from your down dog, lift your right leg into the air. So you're in three-legged dog. So hold your three-legged dog. Now bring your knee to your opposite elbow and lift back up. Bring your knee to your opposite elbow and lift back up. Knee to opposite elbow, lift back up. Let's do one more. Good. Hold that leg up. Now bring that leg to the outside of your hand. So your big toe is by your little finger. If you struggle, if you've collapsed, drop your back knee to the floor. Try to keep your chest open, knee in line with this foot. So hold, open out through that outer thigh, working through the quad, again working through that hip flexor, back is nice and long. If you want to open out through the chest, you can look over the knee, open out through the arm. You do not have to. Good. Come back down. Hold. Now if you want to pulse that back leg, again it's your choice, you could just hold, but you can add a little pulse. Good. Come back to down dog. Paddle through the feet. And lift that left leg. So three-legged dog with the left leg. Bring the knee to the opposite elbow and lengthen. Bring the knee to the opposite elbow and lengthen. Two more. Good. Hold that leg up. Now bring it to the outside of that hand. Again, if you've got one side tighter than the other, come to where you feel comfortable or drop that back leg. Make sure this knee is always in line with your foot. So if you need to adjust your foot position, the shoulders are open, the back is long, chin is slightly tucked, so you're looking down and slightly forwards. And if you want to open out, you can. Good boy. Nice. Come back down. And again, if you want to add that little pulse, you can pulse here. Totally your choice. Think about how it feels. Woohoo. And come back to your down dog. So this time in your down dog, bend both knees. Push up. Bend both knees. Push up. Bend both knees. Nice. One more. Hold your down dog. Now lift your right hand off the floor. Bring it back to your left leg. So if you want to, you could hold the top of the leg. You could hold under the knee. You can reach down to the ankle. Your choice where you can reach to, or just place that hand on the floor. Come to your own position, but try and reach back to that leg. Breathe. Good, come back. Lift the left arm, reach back. Oh yeah, this side's tight. Think about how it feels. Good, come back. Inhale to plank, hold your plank. Draw that tummy in and lift and lower through a leg. Lift and lower, let's add a bit of strength work. Nice, come on, we've got 2 more to each side. If you need to, go to hands and knees. 1 more to each side. Chaturanga to Cobra, or pull through to up dog. Remember to think about your backs. If you've got bad backs, you are staying lower. If you want to, you're coming up higher. So again, relax back to your child pose, stretch, release. Just release off through the wrists. Let everything relax. Focusing on your breath. Good. So bring yourself to a forward fold and uncurl all the way up. Release the shoulders back and down. Now take your right leg back and we're going to go to a warrior 1. So knee over the foot. Back foot is turned out. Now if your hips have turned to the side of the room, square them off so they're staying facing forwards. Tuck that tailbone, lengthen to the top of the head, lift through the arms, relax the shoulders back and down. So nice strong warrior 1s. So we're lengthening through that hamstring, working into the quad, through the glutes, into the back, through the shoulders. Nice, just hold here and breathe. Couple more breaths. And let's go to warrior 3. So we're coming into a balance. So lift that back leg. Focus on a balance. Focus on a point on the floor. If you don't want the arms out, if it's too much, you could bring the hands to heart center. You could take them to the sides. Think about the hips and shoulders staying nice and level. And drop back to your warrior 1. So inhale. Exhale, lengthen, sink. Beautiful. Let's just turn to the side. So turn that back foot, open out that front foot. So now your hips are square onto the side of the room and you're in a warrior 2. So again, knee over the front foot, back foot's facing forwards or slightly turned in. Heels are in a nice line, tailbone is tucked. You're in that nice warrior 2 position. Arms out, shoulders back and down, looking over your front fingertips. So lengthen your front leg. Bring your hand down the inner thigh. Take your other hand up towards the ceiling, but keep it away from your ear. So your arms are in a diagonal line. Your chest is open, your shoulder is back in triangle. If you've got bad knees, keep this knee soft. If you want to work a bit harder, you could reach further down towards the floor. You're looking up if you can, but if you struggle, you could look forwards, you could look down. But think about keeping the chest open, the back long, opening out through the hips, through the pelvis. And back to warrior 2. Nice. So let's inhale to our mountain. Let's exhale to forward fold. Just release off all ragdoll. Just release. To flat back extend. To forward fold. Come up to your mountain. And again, left leg back this time, warrior 1. So make sure you line yourself up. Hips are still level. So if you need to, take those hands to the hips to check. Knee over your ankle. Back foot turned out. Take the legs as wide as you can, but find your own stance. Tuck that tailbone, lift. Release the shoulder blades back and down. Drishti looking forwards and slightly down. Hold and breathe. Again, think about that tightness down the hamstring, down the back of that leg. Really open out. Lift those fingers towards the ceiling, but keep the shoulders away from the ears. And let's inhale. Exhale to a warrior three. Lift that back leg. Focus on your balance. Try and keep the feet, so heels are down, toes are light. Breathe. Good, and release back down to your warrior one. Really allow your breath to flow all the way through to the heels. As we inhale, exhale, turn to your warrior two. So again, hips are now facing square to the wall, knee over the toe, back foot facing forwards or slightly turned in. Tuck that tailbone, lengthen. Open out through the arms, look over the fingertips. And let's go into that Trikonasana, your triangle. Lengthen the front leg. Bring the hand down. Other hand up to the ceiling. Open out through the chest. Keep the back nice and long. If you need to, soften through that knee or bring the hand further up. Work at your own level. Good, warrior two. So inhale back to your mountain. Exhale to forward fold. Release or ragdoll, your choice. Flat back extend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Let the hands release to your sides. So let's do another balance. Let's do dancer's pose. So right leg first. Lift to what would be a quad stretch. So just bring your heel back towards your bottom. Knees together, push your hips forwards. So now this might be enough for you. You might feel a stretch down through the quad at the top of the leg. And you might think that that is enough. If you need to hold on to something. If you want to dance, inhale. Exhale, hinge forwards from the hips. Keep the hips and the shoulders level. Push your heel towards the back of the room. And dance. Nice work. Inhale. Back to standing. So let's change sides. Lift the left leg. Knees together, hips push forwards. So again, if you need to hold on. Stay here if you want to. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Push the heel back. Hips and shoulders are level. Good, focus. And inhale back to your mountain. Now exhale down to a chair. Push your heels down, toes are light. Now if you can't bring feet and knees together, you could have the feet and knees apart, but make sure your knees stay in line with your toes. So imagine that you're perching on the edge of a table or a chair. Again, if you want to, you could bring the hands to heart center to make it slightly easier for the upper back and the shoulders. Or you can have the arms up. Sink a bit more. Keep those knees in line with the feet. Come on, breathe. Heels down, toes are nice and light. Drishti looking forwards and down. Inhaling. Exhaling through the nose. 2 more breaths. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale to forward fold or ragdoll. Release. Inhale to flat back extend. Exhale, forward fold. Walk back to your down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga down to Cobra or up dog. And release back in child pose stretch. So try to open your knees out as much as you can. Let the forehead, let the chest relax down. Spread through the fingers. And come down onto your front for our back extension. So we'll do locust. If anybody suffers from bad backs, you don't want to put too much pressure on your lower back, then you could stay in a sphinx, taking the hands out. Just lift the head, neck, shoulders off the floor. Hold here, looking down, chin tucked. Otherwise, take your hands to your sides, palms facing the ceiling. Legs together. Tuck your chin, forehead down. Now keep the shoulder blades back and down away from your ears. Lift the head, neck, shoulders, arms, one or both legs off the floor and hold. So as you hold, try to bring the feet together. Squeeze up through the legs. Lift slightly more through the chest. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. And breathe. So let's hold for 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice, release. Come up into your cat to cow. So just cat to cow in your own time to release off through the back. Good work. And let's come down to child pose stretch. So take the arms round to one side. Open out for the shoulder, through the rib cage. Back to centre. Round to the other side. And back to centre. Nice. So just bring yourself to hands and knees. Now you can keep the knees on the floor if you want to, or you can lengthen one leg. Opposite arm is going to take it up to the ceiling. And we're just going to thread the needle, take the arm through, shoulder to the floor, all the way back up. So you don't have to have the opposite leg up. You can keep both knees on the floor. But to lengthen to the ceiling as much as you can and bring that arm through. One more. Good work. So come back, make sure the knees are stable. Other side, lengthen, lift and through. So lift. Good, one more. Nice work, everybody. Relax. Relax however you want to. So you can cat stretch, you can child pose stretch. And let's come to sitting. So bring yourself to sitting on your mat. And take the soles of the feet together for your bound angle pose. Now the closer you bring your heels to your bottom, the harder your work and the more you'll lengthen. So if you're tight, or it's uncomfortable, take the feet further away. if you can bring the legs in closer. If you struggle to sit up tall, feel free to sit on a block or a cushion. Relax the shoulders back and down. If you want to, you could hinge from the hips, keep the chest open, but you could lean slightly forwards to increase that stretch through the inner thigh. But remember to work at your own level. Good. So take your right leg out, bring the left leg, just relax the left leg to wherever you feel comfortable. And then let's hinge from the hips. Bring yourself forwards towards the toes with one or both hands. Chest is lifted, so remember you're not hunching through those shoulders. And just hinge as far as you can. If that knee hurts, soften through the knee. Good, release, change legs. So change legs. So lengthen or soften, hinge forwards, reach forwards for that foot with one or both hands, your choice. And just hold and breathe. And release, take both legs out. So again, if you need to soften through the knees, you could have the legs together, you could open them out slightly, sit how you feel most comfortable, and let's hinge forwards and reach. Keep that chest open, shoulders back and down. Oh, that feels so good. And release. So keep your right leg out. Bring your left leg over the top. So then just twist to your left. Lengthen through the back to the top of the head. Let the shoulders relax back and down. Hugging that knee in to get a length through that outer thigh. Breathe in all the time. And release. Change legs. So left leg out. Right leg comes over the top. Keep those bottoms grounded. Twist to your right. And again, think about how it feels through each side. And release. So just sit how you feel most comfortable. And let's just release off through the shoulders. Relax the shoulders round. And just hug them up to the ears. And release. Hug them up to the ears. And release. Hug them up to the ears. And relax. So just take the arm over, stretch through the side. And the other side. Reach. And down. Take the hands behind or into the small of the back. Open out through the chest. Let the shoulders relax back and down. Lengthen through to the top of the head. Reach the arms forwards. Open out through the shoulder blades. And come back to sitting. Take the hands to the knees, palms facing the ceiling. Just let the ear come to the shoulder. And up, ear to the shoulder. And up, chin to chest. Gently looking up. Back to centre. Look over one shoulder. And back. Look over the shoulder. And back. So just take a moment to focus on each breath. Staying grounded on your mat. Hands on the knees, palms facing the ceiling. Closing your eyes. And allow your mind just to become still and quiet. Ready for the day. So opening your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart center. So just take a moment to be thankful for something in your life today. Namaste. Well done. Thank you all so much for joining me on a Sunday morning. Take care. Have really good days. See you all soon. Bye.